The many problems I got with this car is restricted performance, and I've got many codes come up on my scanner. I'll put them on the screen now. Now I've diagnosed this to be, one sec, that. So the issue is, this here, the throttle body, likes to stick. So let's get all this off and have a look, see if that's stuck. For these here, you're meant to have a special pair of pliers. However, I got a flathead. One from there, and swap hands. One there. Instead, we're going to take this off, which comes out like so. Put that on the top there, so I'm not disconnecting them connectors. Wow, look at the carbon build-up on that. Let's have a look on the inside. Doesn't seem to be too bad in there. This is the guy I wanted to see. So that's your throttle buddy, that's your butterfly. Oh yeah, I can feel that already. That's stiff, and that's what the issue is there. It's sticking closed under acceleration, so that's broke. We will remove them out of the way, and we'll remove that 10mm there. Let's have a look. Yeah, the threads on that top bit don't look great. You can't really see it on the camera. But yes, and yes, I did remove the bolt for this. It sits just down there and goes in there through the back of that. Next, we take off the map sensor. That's only on an O-ring, so that just pulls out. Took that out of the way, took them out of the way. These just pull out, 1 and 2. We'll remove this connector here, which is just a pull-up tab. Move that out, move that to just the side, lift this around that. Now this is a pain in the arse to get out of here, but you have to give it a bit of a wiggle. Just like that, the old one is out. Now let's have a look at this. It's outside, it's all gunked up. Absolutely gunked up. I mean, the TPS sensor, throttle position sensors in there, and it's just a mess. So that is the issue. Out with the old and in with the new. That was a pain in the arse to get in. Fresh seals and all that on there, so it's a bit of a nightmare. It was a two-handed job. Sorry I couldn't record that. Always make sure you put this in before attaching any of these, because it makes it hard to get this in if you do not. That goes back in there. I'm not saying you have to wrench it down, but at least do it finger tight so it's not hard to put in later. Now with these they'll just go up to, hold on, and they just click back in there. If you have a look there, it has a lip that sits inside on there, and then these pull them together. So let's get them done. Now these can be a right pain in the arse to get back on if you've not got the right pliers. Between them and them, I managed to get them on. So the next step, we'll get this back on, and then the hose, all that in, the clip and the connector. You just got this hose to put back on now. And with that all on and this on, which is also a pain in the arse, you can't see, let's connect the battery back up. The reason the battery's disconnected is because the throttle body values are stored in the ECU, and if you disconnect the battery for 10 minutes or more, it resets the values for the throttle body, so you don't need to use an OBD scanner. So ignition on, Plugged in my scan tool. Let's read the DTCs. Mass or volume airflow A circuit low, mass volume airflow circuit range of performance. EGR throttle control circuit A, exhaust gas recirculation sensor B circuit. Okay, let's clear them. Our live data mode for the accelerator pedal position sensor, it is working. Now it does look like it'll still need calibrating in, even though the values have reset. But let's fire it up and see what happens. Issue was this one wasn't seated properly, but since that's been resolved, now let's see what happens when we start her up this time. Still restricted performance, so let's dig a little bit deeper into that. So guys, in that last bit I did another test on the from the OBD port with the OBD scanner, and it come up with EGR valve open. I tested them quickly, they seem okay, but join me in the next video so we can dig deeper into that.